Welcome to the channel, everyone. So what is a smarter move, to go into condo market or to remain in the freehold real estate market, or to kind of try to stay and invest into freehold real estate? Well, the question is solid. We know what's going on with the Toronto real estate market, and it's being hit left, right, and center. And we know from data that in 2025, there's another 40,000 units about to complete in 2025. So think about it. All of those condos, when you're driving down the highway or in a city or outside Toronto GTA, you see that, cranes are everywhere and the economy is thriving and everything is fine. Well, all those condos and all these projects started years ago, and they sold years ago, right? Now they have to, these buyers have to occupy these units. They have to obviously find funding for these units, and they have to obviously, whether they would love to sell that in an assignment sale or not, but it's going to be crazy because the condo market is going to be flooded with these units, whether they're small investor units or small one bedrooms or penthouses, regardless. But if you have an influx on inventory, you'll be hit, right? And then 2026, another 35,000 units on top of that, right? So we have a solid 2 years of upcoming units. Now, freehold real estate, it's safer due to the actual count, right? Due to the actual count of particular homes currently for sale and ever, right? Because it is easier to have 3,000 condo units for sale than 3,000 homes. Like 3,000 homes, it's literally like a small town, right? So because obviously land and size, and this is more vertical and all of that stuff, right? But the point that I'm trying to bring here is that, look, if people are tied with their freehold real estate, for example, a house like this, if they purchased, 5 units, 7 units, 3 units, and they have to close on these units. However you slice it, this particular property, in this example, would be actually tied to a real estate, condo real estate, right? So in that case, they're both in the same bag, right? However, the chances are likely higher that a investor, owner, speculator, however you want to call them, will rather go belly up on a condo and keep the house for as long as they can, rather than try to sell a freehold property and try to hold on to these condos, right? So now, when we get into the actual market, right? So why do we see less homes for sale currently? Is because everybody's trying to hold on for as long as they can on these freehold properties, right? For as long as they can. If they have to borrow more against it, if they have to go into line of credits, if they have to go into HELOCs or whatever they have to do, as long as they can hold on to freehold, right? Because so many reasons, right? So it could be memories, it could be maybe they built the house themselves, could be their dream home, right? It could be kids grew up in this house, so many other things, right? Could be associated with a freehold property that they say, look, I would rather lose on all the fronts and keep my freehold. Now, when we passed, I believe that we already passed this stage, and now springtime is obviously coming, right? That the influx of listings will surge, right? Because we saw the point in 2024, the year of 2024, the point where people were actually feeling the pain and they started to feel the pain, right? Like in 2024, 2023, they were holding on, high interest rates and all of that stuff. But now the element of 1.2 million mortgages renewing from low 1% into, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, right? That's a huge difference, right? So someone can be heavily impacted. And that first wave in 2024, that scarcity wave, right? It wasn't successful. Most people did not sell, right? Like some sold for less than expected, and they're out. Some still remained, and they're like, look, 2025 will be so much better, right? So now we're in 2025, and we have tariffs ongoing. We don't know how that's going to impact us. People say it can impact us this way or that way. Yeah, it's true, but we don't know how that will impact us. Maybe the lumber and the cost of building some of these homes will skyrocket due to that factor. However, if nobody can buy because they're losing their job or the economy is not thriving anymore, then who cares what it costs, right? If nobody can buy it anyways, right? Unless you make the situation so good and you arrange the actual markets to be well balanced and secure, that people feel that they will gain something out of it. So as much as we want to say, hey, look, people are buying these homes because of, you know, they have to live somewhere and they want to have a house. I agree. But they're also buying these homes because they want to make money, whether we want to admit it or not. But that's also one of the reasons, right? Like everybody, I would think, would like to have a secure and that probability of them making, you know, $1 million or $2 million every 5 years on a property. For example, this property is stunning, right? So somebody who built this particular property or this property at the time of build, you know, they invested millions of dollars to build these beautiful, stunning homes, phenomenal. But I don't think that they were building it just because they know how to build it. They wanted to build it for profit, right? And they sold it to someone, and somebody bought it, said, okay, it's great because on a property like this, you know, I'm kind of insured because Canada is a good country, economy is thriving, my employment or career is doing well, and based off everything, I believe that the real estate will go up and I can cash in, I can make money, right? Whether I want to sell it or not, it doesn't matter as long as the prices go up. I believe you with this, like, to be honest with you, I don't know where this is going to go. I believe that we will see a much weaker economy in 2025 and onwards, and we will see much bigger problems with unemployment and inflation and all of that stuff. So I think everything is so uncertain and there's a lot of uncertainty. But please comment below. I would love to hear what you have to say, and I'll see you in the next one.